The situation is indescribable. It can never be described. Therefore, I will not make any effort in vain to describe the situation in Bangladesh. The atrocities, the brutality against Muslims are well planned and designed. I, as President of the Islamic Federation of North America, as a matter of fact, the Islamic Federation of North America is for patience and peace toward establishing the welfare for human beings. Therefore, this situation which is not describable as a matter of fact in Bangladesh is beyond tolerance and beyond patience. Even though my organization is for patience, but the brutalities and the atrocities have overthrown the boundary of patience. So I pray that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala takes care of this problem according to His needs or His wisdom. And I thank you all to raise the issue, to raise the issue of the world aware of this. It's not just a Bangladesh issue, it's not just an Islamic issue, it's a human issue. I hope once again that everything will get back to normal.
Long live human rights! Long live! Long live! Long live! Long live! Long live! Long live!
Brothers and sisters, as we have been saying, the issues today faced by Bangladesh as a whole are issues, they are human issues. That as human beings and the citizens of the world, we're all concerned about it. So to show their concern today with us was supposed to be Mr. John Liu, the controller of the city of New York. However, because of his other engagement, he can't be here. So he has his representative from his office, the community relations officers from his office, Mr. Jason Adams, and he's going to speak to this rally today.
Assalamu alaikum. Good afternoon, brothers and sisters. My name is Jason Adams. I am here on behalf of the Honorable John C. Liu. Unfortunately, he couldn't be here, but he sends his greetings of peace as well. I would like for you all to know that we all must be involved in a process for humanity, to speak up for those who can't speak up for themselves. And as we are here and involved in this democratic process, we have to stand as leaders here to show what peace is to evolve throughout the rest of the world, because this is New York City, one of the greatest cities in the world. So as we show our unity here together, the comptroller's heart goes out to the brothers and sisters in Bangladesh, as well as for all injustice humans throughout the world. So we must stick together because we are one human family. And on that note, I will leave you on with the greetings of peace. Assalamu alaikum.
We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! We want justice! We want peace! We want peace! We want peace!
You're leaving it wrong.
Brothers and sisters, our world, which is supposed to be progressing towards peace day by day, as we have faced world wars in the past, we have seen genocide committed in the Balkans and other parts of the world, and we have never learned a lesson from these things. And that's why people say the irony today of human beings is that they do not learn from history. So we have seen in Europe and other parts, but today, just in Asia, in different parts, in Southeast Asia, just beside the border of Bangladesh, another group of people, another human community who are denied of their human rights. Their very right of existence are denied. And all sorts of things that we can think of our community against them. So we have today with us a representative from the Rohingya community of Burma, Brother Yusuf Iqbal. He's going to address this gathering today. I would like to invite Brother Yusuf Iqbal to address the gathering.
Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum. And actually, this is Bangladeshi event. I'm very honored to get a chance to talk here about a few things about our neighbors, which are Rohingyas, brothers and sisters. Next to Bangladesh, it's a country called Burma. Everyone knows that. And recently, the government of Myanmar has changed to civilian government, from military dictators to civilians. The past general, they just change their clothes and wearing militaries. But they have a hatred to the Islam and Muslim, and they form a terrorist organization, and they are sponsoring that terrorist organization called 969. And with that terrorist organization, they are distributing the leaflets and then openly preaching like this kind of gathering about Muslim and anti-Muslim things. And they try to polarize general public to go against the mosques and Muslim women and Muslim children. Recently, on a few days, yesterday we had a demonstration in front of New York and Myanmar embassies regarding about this issue. Recently, if you look at the internet, about 40-50 madrasa kids, about 13 to 18 years of kids, find them alive while they are watching and taking the video cameras and find them alive. Muslim women are being raped every day, and Muslims, about 200 or 300 mosques has been destroyed. So please, brother and sister, we must be united to go against anyone who violates human rights, regardless of Bangladesh, Bosnia, Philippines, or in Thailand. So inshallah, I want to request this brother and sister here, please remember in your dua, in your messages, please go to the, we have a petition going on, please write in your representative and about this Rohingya issue. Inshallah, with that, we will fight for the freedom and human rights for the whole world. We will fight for the human rights for the whole humanity. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum.
Down, down, Sheikh Hasina. Down, 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 down. Stop, 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 stop. Down, down. Long live Bangladesh. Long live Bangladesh. Long live Bangladesh. Long live. Long live Bangladesh. Long live Nizami. Free, free, Zaidi. Free, free, Zaidi.
Brothers and sisters, the state-sponsored terrorism that we have been witnessing in Bangladesh is unprecedented. However, we did see when the father of this present Prime Minister was in power between 1972 to 75, Bangladeshi people have also witnessed the state-sponsored terrorism. They did create a force called National Guard Force. And they have invaded people's homes, captured people, and killed more than 40,000 young people, university students during that time. And this government today is doing the same thing. If you watch the news, what is happening in Bangladesh, newspapers are being closed, people are being captured and tortured and murdered point blank in the streets of Bangladeshi cities. Brothers and sisters, that is why we're concerned as Muslims in America or as members of humanity in the world at large. It is our concern that we need to show that concern and protest the action of that government, and we should do whatever we can do. So today we have with us at this moment Mr. Mahtabuddin Ahmed, the President of Human Rights and Development for Bangladesh, and Mr. Mahtabuddin Ahmed is now going to address this rally.
dear brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum. We the Americans believe in law and order and peaceful protest. We stand for human rights and dignity. In Bangladesh, peaceful protesters were faced with massive police brutality. More than 200 were killed by police. About 23 persons received bullet injuries. About 100,000 citizens were arrested. Over 1 million people are on the run to avoid the prosecution. 2 years ago, government was created a so-called international crime tribunal to silence the opposition leaders. Instead of following due process and the rule of law, the government looks set to eliminate a number of opposition leaders. The international tribunal has already been exposed to for one. The whole process is politically motivated. We urge the world community to stand firm and the UN to act against the miscarriage of justice immediately before it is too late. We demand our government, the Obama administration, to force Bangladesh government to follow the rule of law and appoint a new and true international war crime tribunal as it was for Bosnia, Rwanda, and Sierra Leone by the UN. Again, we demand our government, the Obama administration, to force Bangladesh government to follow the rule of law. Thank you so much.
Stop genocide. Stop.
Brothers and sisters, just to remind you about some of the atrocities committed by this current government in Bangladesh. Just in one day, on the 28th of February, 147 people were killed in the streets of Bangladesh. Bangladeshi police handcuffed the people, then shot them point blank right in the street. Some people were captured when they were praying in the masjid. They were dragged out of the masjid and were shot point blank to be killed. And this is how they have killed hundreds of people. These 147 were counted by people, but we do not know how many others were killed when they have been captured, and nobody knows what happened to them until today. We do not know a lot of people who have been captured and disappeared. Brothers and sisters, today we have today with us now Brother Ziad Ramadan. He is an activist and a former president of CARE New York chapter. We would like to invite Brother Ziad Ramadan to address this rally today.
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. We are standing here in the center of one of the greatest democracies in the world. And we're not doing enough. We're not staying unified enough in our nation. We're not staying stern enough to say, stop all this injustice. There is no due process. Everything that we stand for is being violated in Bangladesh, and we must come back to what is best about our virtues. We must be unified as people. Bangladeshis can stand in many different circles. You can be Muslim, you can be non-Muslim. But at the end of the day, you have to stay unified. Because when they try to divide you, is how they can conquer us. And we cannot allow them to do this. We must fight against oppression. These are some of our Islamic values. We must always stand on the right side of the issues. We must make sure that there is due process, that there are courts, that there is not dictatorship. We have to stand on always the right side. This is the only way that we can get from justice to peace. If we stand together unified, if we stand for the right virtues that represent who we are as Muslims, as Americans, as Bengalis. This is how we stay together. This is how victory for the sake of what is right in all of us, in all of humanity.
if we do not stay unified, brothers and sisters, then they will divide us, and they'll separate us with some silly thoughts and ideas. And at the end of the day, they will control us, and you can't have that. We have to stand together to forge a great democracy that's based on justice, so we can live at peace. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Sheikh Hasina, you will see, Sayyidi will be free. Sheikh Hasina, you will see. Sheikh Hasina, you will see.
Brothers and sisters, the gross violation of human rights in Bangladesh knows no bound today. We have women, pregnant women being captured by the Bangladeshi police, and were forced to give birth their child in prison. Can you imagine a woman who has not committed any crime? She's not even a political activist. She was just a member of a student organization which do not do any politics in Bangladesh. Yet, that sister was captured. She was forced to walk down 7 stories in a building using the stairs. She was pregnant. And then today she's still in jail, gave birth in jail. And we have seen another sister whose father was captured by the government and put in jail. She went to visit the father because the father is a diabetic patient and she's a doctor. While she was visiting the father and coming back, on the way she was captured by the so-called Rapid Action Battalion, a special elite law enforcement force in Bangladesh. Brothers and sisters, these type of actions are going on in Bangladesh, so this is why we have to strongly give the message to the government of Bangladesh that they can't go on doing these things. And this is why today we have with us Dr. Gulzar Hussain, the president of Brooklyn Broadway Jama Masjid, is going to address this rally now.
Assalamu alaikum. Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. On behalf of 90 student leaders, I'm coming here on behalf of Bangladesh, and Begum Khalid is here. We are the Morde Mujahid. We are asking Hasina Sarkar to step down immediately. They are doing genocide in Bangladesh, and we are asked the Indian government to not to put their nose in Bangladeshi community. There are 90% Muslim people over there. They are killing our brothers, sisters, and our students. We ask every Indian government, they are undercover police in Bangladesh, so not to interfere in our people. And they ask to take into Kashmir in Bangladesh, and we are the Muslim community. All the world is, I'm asking to ask their boys to step down the genocide over there. And they are doing the kangaroo court in Bangladesh. We are asking them to judgment. There is no judgment in Bangladesh. This government is controlling the whole court. We are asked our Muslim brothers and human rights, raise your voice. We are asking President Obama to ask the government to put their missionaries to stop killing our people. And every day their undercover police are taking our leaders to the jail and then killing in innocent way. So Bangladeshi brothers and sisters, all war people are listening, the riders, সাংবাদিক everyone সবাইকে আমরা বলছি বাংলাদেশের মানুষকে রক্ষা করার জন্য ইউনাইটেড নেশন এবং সারা পৃথিবী যেন তাদের ভয়েসকে উন্মোচিত করে বাংলাদেশের মানুষকে তারা আজকে জিম্মি করে দিয়েছে। আরেকটা কথা না বললে হয় না, একজন মুসলিম হিসাবে আমাদের প্রিয় নবী হযরত মুহাম্মদ মুস্তাফা সাল্লাল্লাহু আলাইহি সাল্লামকে যে গভর্নমেন্ট তাদের সেই সাহাবাগীদের দিয়ে বাংলাদেশের মানুষের কাছে সারা পৃথিবীর কাছে লাঙ্গল করে দিয়েছে। সেই তৌহিদি জনতাকে জেগে ওঠার জন্য আমি আজকে প্রতিটা মানুষকে তাদের ভয়েসকে উন্মোচিত করার জন্য আহ্বান জানাচ্ছি। আমাদের প্রিয় নবীকে অসম্মান করেছে, আমাদের লিডারদেরকে, অপোজিশন লিডারদেরকে বন্দী করা হয়েছে, তাদের অবিলম্বে মুক্তি চাই এবং এই সরকারের স্টেপ ডাউন করার জন্য উই আর স্টেপ ডাউন হাসিনা সরকার ইমিডিয়েটলি। ধন্যবাদ।
Sheikh Hasina, down, down. Sheikh Hasina, down, down. Sheikh Hasina, down, down. Sheikh Hasina, down, down. Sheikh Hasina, down, down.
Brothers and sisters, in Bangladesh, one term that's been misused again and again, that is war criminal. Unfortunately, the people who are using it, taking it out of total context. They do not even know what war criminal is or war crime is. You know, to be a war criminal, you have to participate in war and to violate the laws of war. Then you are a war criminal. By simply taking part of Pakistan, you are not a war criminal. There is no crime in any law in the world. Because Pakistan was an independent state, and Bangladesh was part and parcel of that state. So if some Bangladeshis have taken part in this side of Pakistan, that is no war crime. No laws in the world says that is war crime. Yes, they could be agents of Pakistani government, but that is not war crime. War crime is when you are in war and you violate the laws of war. And you know what is the laws of war. That makes you a war criminal. So there are war criminals from Pakistani army, there are war criminals from so-called freedom fighters, there are war criminals from Indian army, and there are war criminals from the collaborators. The war criminals are from all groups of world. However, today they have singled out the ulama and the leaders of Islamic movement to be war criminals in Bangladesh who have not taken part in war. They simply supported the unity of Pakistan. And I said that is no crime in any law in the world. So brothers and sisters, should nobody blame them for war crimes. I understand and I see sometimes some brothers, even Muslims, that think that those who took part in the side of Pakistan as war criminals. No, they're not war criminals. Anybody has the right to take side in any war, especially in the case when an independent nation is about to be divided into two. So that is not war crime. Again and again, we must make sure that you don't wrongly accuse anybody of war criminal. You don't try to say you're a war criminal. Brothers and sisters, we now have with us Brother Imam Dilawar Hussain, who is the Imam of Baitul Ma'mur Masjid and Community Center, and also the National Executive Director of Muslim Ummah of North America. Brother Dilawar is going to address this gathering now.
Alhamdulillah Rabbil Alameen, wassalatu wassalamu ala ashraf al-anbiya wal mursaleen wa ala alihi wa ashabihi ajma'in। সম্মানিত ভাই এবং বোনেরা, আজ ইউনাইটেড স্টেটস নিউ ইয়র্কের এই জায়গায় বাংলাদেশের নির্যাতিত নারী পুরুষের পক্ষে কথা বলার জন্য যারা শিবির করেছে, মানুষ হত্যায় জামাত শিবির করেছে, মন্দির আক্রমণ হয় জামাত শিবির করেছে। যদি সব জায়গায় জামাত শিবিরে থাকে তাহলে তোমাদের বাংলাদেশে থাকার প্রয়োজন কি? আজকে বাংলাদেশের সর্বত্রই মানুষ হাহাকার করছে। আমি বর্তমান সরকারের প্রধানমন্ত্রীকে জানিয়ে দিতে চাই, যেই সমস্ত পুলিশ অফিসার, মন্ত্রী, মিনিস্টার, সচিব যারা আজকে অন্যায় করছে, কাজী দেখুন তারা আজকে বাইরে সিঙ্গাপুর বাড়ি কিনেছে, আমেরিকায় কিনেছে, লন্ডনে কিনেছে, আপনাকে একা রেখেই তারা বাংলাদেশ ছাড়বে। মনে রাখবেন, বাংলাদেশের জনতা আওয়ামী লীগকে প্রতিরোধ করা শুরু করেছে। মনে রাখবেন, আজকে শুধু কয়েক জেলায় হচ্ছে তা নয়, অনতি বিলম্বে বাংলাদেশের টেকনাফ থেকে কাদুরিয়া পর্যন্ত সর্বত্রই প্রতিরোধ আন্দোলন গড়ে তোলা হবে। আজকে যারা কোরআনের কথা বলে, মাওলানা দেলোয়ার হোসেন সাইদ 50 বছর ধরে জাস্টিসের কথা বলে, কোরআনের কথা বলে আসছে, মানুষের কল্যাণের কথা বলে আসছে, শুধুমাত্র ক্ষমতা টিকে থাকার জন্য জেলে পুরে আজকে বাংলাদেশের মুসলিম জনতার হৃদয়ে আঘাত করেছে। আমি বর্তমান সরকারকে বলতে চাই, বাইতুল মোকাররম বাংলাদেশের জাতীয় মসজিদ, আমাদের হৃদয়ের স্পন্দন। বাংলাদেশের জাতীয় মসজিদে মুসল্লিরা যখন এই সরকারের অন্যায় আচরণের বিরুদ্ধে সংগ্রাম করছে, পুলিশ গুলি করেছে, মসজিদকে লক্ষ্য করে হত্যা করেছে মুসলিম জনগণকে। আজকে বলতে চাই, বাইতুল মোকাররমে গুলি করেননি আপনারা, মানুষের হৃদয় আঘাত করেছে। আজকে আমি আজ আমার এই সহমরিকতা এনে বলতে চাই, বর্তমানের সরকারের প্রাইম মিনিস্টার সকল নেতৃবৃন্দকে অনতি বিলম্বে ক্ষমতা ছেড়ে দেন, দেশকে মুক্ত করুন, অন্যথায় দেশের মানুষ আপনাদেরকে প্রতিরোধ করবে ইনশাআল্লাহ। সম্মানিত ভাই আমার, আসুন আমি আপনাদের সকলকে অনুরোধ জানাতে চাই, আর বসে থাকার সময় নেই। ভয়েসকে রেজ করুন, কথা বলুন, সংগ্রাম করুন, গোটা দুনিয়ার জাস্টিস প্রতিষ্ঠা করার জন্য ঐক্যবদ্ধভাবে আন্দোলন করার উদ্যোক্তা আহ্বান জানিয়ে আমার বক্তব্য শেষ করছি। খুদা হাফেজ, বাংলাদেশ জিন্দাবাদ।
Brothers and sisters, Bangladesh today is passing through a crisis. And this crisis is always created artificial. We have seen this government, whenever they come to power, they always try to stop the progress that the country was making. The government, before this, Bangladesh was making economic progress. Sometimes the World Economic Organization was even predicting that it might emerge a new Asian tiger. However, whenever Awami League comes, they will bring an issue that is not an issue. And with that issue, with this non-issue, they create a situation of torture, a situation of violation of rights. So brothers and sisters, we have seen different types of violation. And lately, we have seen the violation of the free speech of a journalist, the fearless editor of Amardesh newspaper, Mr. Mahmoud Rahman, a man who did not fear anything to speak the truth. He single-handedly published all the wrongdoings of this government. And he had to leave in his newspaper office for the last few months. He was not even allowed to come to the street. But now the government sent its commandos to capture him. Even if he wanted to pray 2 rakat, they did not allow him to pray. They captured him. And they have taken him to remand. In Bangladesh, when they say remand, it means police torture. When you say demand, here it might be they want to ask you questions. And they won't know where you have been taken to. And that is torture, nothing but torture. And those tortures cannot be described here in this gathering because they're so inhuman. And that is happening today to those people who want to speak freely in Bangladesh. Brothers and sisters, we now have today with us Mr. Zillur Rahman, who is the Secretary General of Bangladesh Nationalist Party's United States branch. His party is also suffering the wrath of the government because all of its leaders are put in jail except the chairperson of the party, and she's probably waiting to be captured. So we want Mr. Zillur Rahman to speak to this gathering today.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Brothers and sisters, I believe this is the biggest rally ever held by Bangladeshis away from Bangladesh. Am I right? Yes! And this rally demand, are we demanding immediate resignation of the brutal government in Bangladesh? Are we? Yes! Yes! Are we demanding the immediate release of the brave journalist Mahmoud Rahman? Yes! Are we demanding the immediate release of all jail leaders in the name of Jutta Party or whatever? Are we demanding immediate release of all of them? Yes! Brothers and sisters, Bangladesh is experiencing a brutal dictator. Bangladesh is experiencing a civil war between people who have faith and people who hate the faith. Bangladesh is experiencing a civil war between people who love democracy and people who love communism. Brothers and sisters, Einstein said, the world is getting dangerous not only for people who do evil, but also for the people who stand aside and let it go on. Let us stand firm to stop this brutal dictator. Inshallah, with the help of Allah, we will remove this dictator from Bangladesh. Thank you so much.
Brothers and sisters, we know we have a lot of speakers who would like to talk, and if they are given chances, they will be able to portray the brutalities this government in Bangladesh is doing today. But unfortunately, we do have to end this gathering in few minutes. This is why, with all due respect, we apologize to brothers and sisters who were supposed to be speaking in this rally today. Unfortunately, we can't allow that to happen as we have to finish it. So brothers and sisters, at the end of this gathering today, this great rally that New York is witnessing today, that we have stood up for the freedom and human rights in Bangladesh, that we want Bangladesh to proceed towards progress, not towards backwardness, going back towards something they call Middle Ages. Unfortunately, for Islam, Middle Age does not actually apply. Because the word Middle Age, I just want to put a little light on it. It is European history when they call Middle Ages, which is characterized with the fall of Roman Empire until the time of Renaissance. But that was the golden age of Islam and Muslims. So that is why when they say Middle Ages, that does not apply to us as Muslims and as Bangladeshis. Because during the Middle Ages, Bangladesh or the India at that time was ruled by Muslims with this golden age. So those who threaten us with Middle Age, it has nothing to do with us, but it is all to do with them. Because they are trying to take us back to towards that. Brothers and sisters, at this time we have with us Brother Abu Ahmed Nur Zaman, the President of Muslim Ummah of North America, to address this gathering. I'm sorry that we so have a brother Giyas Ahmed. He is the American Bangladesh Chamber of Commerce's president, and we would like to invite him to address this gathering very briefly. Brother Giyas Ahmed.
Assalamu alaikum, brothers and sisters in Islam. And I would like to thank the organizers who organized this kind of event today. And we are here to condemn the Awami dictatorial government who are terrorizing in Bangladesh, the government trying to destroy the democracy in Bangladesh, the government trying to eliminate Islam from Bangladesh. We are here to reestablish, demanding to reestablish caretaker government in Bangladesh. We are demanding to release all political prisoners from Bangladesh. We are demanding to release Muhammad Rahman, the editor of our Desh newspaper. We are demanding to create international investigative committee to investigate recent mass killing, recent genocide. That's why we are here. We have to, the gathering, we have to continue the demonstration all over the world, not only here. And finally, I would like to ask all of you to involve in mainstream politics. Without involvement in mainstream politics, we will be able to survive in this country too. If you are united here, then we can help ourselves in this country, and we can help in Bangladesh to establish democracy. Thank you very much. God bless America. God bless Bangladesh.
Okay, brothers and sisters, as we do not have time, we have to end this gathering. So we would like to invite Brother Abu Ahmed Nur Zaman, the President of Muslim Ummah of North America, to address this gathering. Brother Abu Ahmed Nur Zaman.
Alhamdulillah, Alhamdulillah, Rabbil Alameen, As-salatu was-salamu ala Rasulil Kareem. My dear respected organizers, Imam, community leaders, brothers and sisters, Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. 22 years ago, I came to this country from Bangladesh. My Bangladesh has been changed completely. My brothers and sisters, you have heard what has been happening in Bangladesh. While all over the world, all the dictators, one after another is collapsing and falling down, yet in Bangladesh, a new fascist government is rising up. When 4.5 years ago, this Awami League government came to power, they systematically destroyed everything of democratic means and ways. They replaced all the police officers by their own people. They changed the judicial lawyers and all the judges, and they changed everything of this country so that they can be on the power forever. They don't get any lesson from the past. They are not getting any lesson from the present, and probably they wouldn't listen to any people, anybody here and there and from nowhere. My dear brothers and sisters, and the democracy-loving people, this is the time for us to stand up with the people of Bangladesh. This government has done everything to divide the nation. They use the old forgotten tool of the British, to divide and rule. They use the tool to divide and rule. They use all the technical and sophisticated and sensitive issue of the nation. They use religion. They use the sexes between men and women. They use to divide the country to manipulate and get their own aim and objective. This country is now at the verge of collapse right now. The Bangladeshi government has destroyed everything. In the present time, I urge all the democracy-loving people and the people who dignify and respect human rights all over the world, please come and stand with the people of Bangladesh. They use democratic investigation, they use courts, they use police and military to justify their brutality and standing on the power. We urge the government to stop everything, stop all the whole game, surrender to the power to the caretaker government, and stand down. We had enough. We don't want to see Awam League in power anymore. My dear brothers, my dear sisters, my dear fellow American, we need to stand with Bangladesh. We do not want to see any killing. Already in a month or so, the government has killed more than 200 people. They have put the capacity of the jail has only 41,000 in Bangladesh. But they now put more than 81,000 people in Bangladesh. More than half a million people are abroad. And they want to kill people in respect of their identity and their sex. So I urge, stop killing, step down, and listen to your people, listen to the people, and listen to the people all around the world. And thank you very much for coming here, for listening, for protesting, for saying, and also congratulate and thank the organizers for the people who united for the people of Bangladesh. Thank you very much. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.
Down, down, Hasina! 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 Who you want? Justice! Who you want? Justice! Who you want? Justice! Who you want? Justice! Free, free, sign it! Free, free, sign it! Free, free, sign it! Free, free, sign it! Free, free, Nizami! Free, free, Nizami! Free, free, Nizami! Free, free, Nizami!
Dear brothers and sisters, we have come to the end of this program today. At the end of this program, we would like to invite Brother Mubashir Ahmed to give the concluding remark on behalf of the Americans United for Human Rights. Brother Mubashir Ahmed.
In the name of God, most gracious and merciful, brothers and sisters, we are gathered here and we are concluding our rally, and all of the organizations of America, they are here to represent and support the human rights. And we are against all the atrocities, all the violations of human rights that's being done in Bangladesh and the Bangladesh regime, and we strongly protest the Sheikh Hasina to stop the genocide, torture, and inhuman behavior. We want the Sheikh Hasina to step down immediately and then restore the democracy and peace. We do not want anything except peace. We want the peace, we want the justice. Of course, there can be a crime tribunal that cannot be made by her, that cannot be made by her own purpose. The crime tribunal should be an international crime tribunal. And then we want a justice. We want all the people of Bangladesh to live peacefully and not a Bengali. But I have the very, very support with the Bengali people. 150 million people of Bangladesh, they are with me and we are with them. Then we Americans always been supporting for the human rights. We have supported Bosnia. We have supported the other countries. We have supported all the human rights. Only we want to support that the human rights. We are not endorsing the speeches of all the speakers here, because these organizations, the American United for Human Rights, it is a common platform of all the organizations. We heard all the representatives of those organizations, and we respect their views, and we endorse their views, and then we endorse all the human rights of those organizations. At the end, I'd like to thank you, the city of New York, providing these facilities to conduct a rally, and also I strongly appreciate the help of the police of New York City, and also I strongly appreciate the help of the administration what we have received. At the end, I will conclude the parade, and I will have the slogan, "Long live human rights." Long live human rights. Long live human rights. Sheikh Hasina, go, go. Sheikh Hasina, step down. Sheikh Hasina, stop genocide. Long live USA. Long live Bangladesh. Thank you for coming.
Brothers and sisters, we conclude our rally today. I would like to thank you on behalf of the organizers for coming to this.
أبكي على شام